afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with your host Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, heroes like defender of the fatherland. Off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Crossing in the Woods. Between the south, we got Momo4sho fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. We're rolling out here with the 107th Panzer Brigade versus the north. We got Burmie fighting here for King Country, the Commonwealth, holding the line with the 51st Infantry Division, trying to secure this crossing from the German army, as it could open up a dangerous flanking path into the rear areas of the 30th Corps. We got here Mobile Defense, Jaeger Infantry, and Lightning War here for Momo4sho with Panzerfaust machine gun and flamethrower attack bulletins versus Burmese special weapons, Royal Artillery, and Vanguard operations with triple infantry for him. Noting an aggressive push of the sections eastwards and otherwise southwards there, so someone will going to have to grab the car for it, though. Who it's going to be, I don't know. Probably Duffy. Pioneers moving eastwards, we see Momo4sho sending his other forces westward. So both players are aiming for more spread out start versus each other, which at least as a Wehrmacht I find to be a bit more of a questionable move, as generally as the Wehrmacht you're much more reliant on combined arms, particularly the machine guns, so sending those out on their own can be a bit risky, in particular as the Brits, who can always use in most cases with the sections, beat you one-on-one. So usually what you need there is your machine guns, that way you leverage an advantage over the British infantry sections. It looks like here the MD42 is going to be sort of the main push here for Momo. As the Pioneers move up here, partly just to check out is there something here, in which case if there is, just fall back. We see them Burmese focusing hard on the eastern side here. Full King and Country, and there you go, Pioneers rushed off the field. More Canadians on the way there for Momo4sho and the 107th Panzer Brigade. One of many Panzer Brigades that are formed after Normandy and Bag Ration to help make up for some of the losses they suffered during those particular, to help make up for some of the armoured losses. In a strange way, really, because they ended up taking away replacements for the actual Panzer divisions to make these formations, which were mostly intended to fight on the eastern front, but the vast majority were sent to the western front. So in that regard, the Panzer Brigades ended up being this really weird part of the German army in some ways, and also not necessarily the smartest move. We got quadruple sections for Burmie. MD42 lining up here in the tree line, waiting for something to push ahead so he can support it. Eastern side there being fully secured here by Burmie, but 4 sections, standard British play. There are some, of course, going more for Vickers now, but I imagine there's still just a lot of British players that go for a lot of sections because it works. Burmie there will probably go for another Grenadier squad, maybe another MD42 to fight the British that way. He could theoretically try and take now, but that'd be really way too fast. Though, of course, if we can push out too fast here versus Burmie, that'd be quite helpful. We got a sniper instead, a sharpshooter. Grenadiers here, there's the section. Shots being fired. Lee Enfield rifle versus Car 98Ks. And there you go, getting caught up between 2 sections, leaving the Grenadiers in a pretty exposed spot. Pioneers here fighting on their own versus the section, and there's probably another section if theoretically we're able to support here. So Momo4sho is finding himself a bit challenged here by Burmie in the opening game, but there you go, MD42 moving up, Grenadier supporting. Section they need to get positioned quickly enough, or if it gets caught wrong-footed, it could get suppressed and then easily pushed off the field. And there you go, being overwhelmed, here's Momo4sho concentrates make the majority of his forces for a big push. There you go, successfully forcing away the section there. Good work by Momo, securing the western side, probably. East side, he's basically just tying down more expensive sections with a single cheap Pioneer squad, and we got the sniper out here for Momo, and the 107th Panzer Brigade probably on land from some nearby infantry division, since the Panzer Brigades definitely did not have snipers attached to them directly. In this regard, the Panzer Brigades were sort of meant as armoured formations to break up Soviet attacks, but they just counter-attacking them really hard, which means they actually lacked a lot of sort of things normal divisions would actually had. Like, for example, really short artillery. They had barely any reconnaissance elements as well. Nor do they believe they even have many Pioneers either. So the Panzer Brigades in this regard were actually quite interesting formations. MD4 sitting up, helping up in the section, catching that one opening with 1200 rounds per minute. Sniper there gets poor Gerald, and the rest of the unit needs to get back there very fast before the Huns tear them apart. And we got here a counter sniper from Burmie to counter the Hun sniper. You know, Terence, the best way to deal with a German sniper is to get one of our own out there. But what if he sees the other chap first? Well, tough luck, we'll get another sniper. Couldn't we just get some kind of vehicle to hunt them down? Well, we could, but we're not going to do that. That's for sissies and Americans who don't know how to snipe. Section up the western side here for Burmie, going to push past all of Momo's lines and go for the fuel point direct, and that's going to force Momo to have to retract forces from the front line to deal with this. So, clever move there by Burmie, clever move. And right now, Momo doesn't have any sort of serious way of dealing with it. He's not teched up, he's got no light vehicles that rapidly punish Burmie. So this is a very good move there. And it's going to force Momo, of course, to have to react, or he's going to lose his fuel point, meaning Burmie pulls ahead, and it's not hard already for the Brits to pull it in terms of fuel, so giving them any kind of advantage like that could very well end up biting Momo in the arse. There you go, fuel cut off, and it's only going to get worse now. They actually managed to grab the fuel point, but they almost got a section to get the section wipe here. That would be a definite, I think, win there for Momo. It's not going to quite help out, make up for the loss of the fuel, but it's going to have an impact there on Burmie. It will have an impact, and it could certainly slow down the tech. He's going to have to replace with something there. Tech up there for Momo and the 107th Panzer Brigade. Troops building up here, like to make a nice company, and a bunker being dug in as well. Sniper hiding in there, waiting for the German sniper to reel himself and then put a very large round between his eyes. So, well, his face, I guess. I mean, with an anti-tank rifle, I mean, you don't need to hit a specific part of the head, you just hit it and it explodes. We got him over there with a 222, the like to punch his B-Wagen. Starter fire there, takes out one chap. Getting suppressed very rapidly. There you go, down to 2 men. Sappers on the way there for Burmie. And we got the sniper roaming about, revealing himself basically. Guess there's no way to do it. He was trying to catch the sniper and risked it. And now Momo is aware of the sniper unless he wasn't paying attention. There's a small chance of that. But as you can see, these quickly suddenly, you know, order the sniper to hold fire. So I think with this, Momo is aware of the enemy sniper. In fact, well, this is interesting. Despite knowing there's a sniper, but he cancels the 2-2, which is always a good counter now, and instead goes for the Pack 40. Interesting. Interesting. He's now worried more about enemy vehicles than he is about anything else. A curse decision there by Momo. I mean, not necessarily bad for the Brits. I mean, an AEC could really leave Momo in a bad spot, but even then, it is interesting to note. Got mines being laid down here by Burmie. Good work, chaps. Good work. Momo comparatively has not been mining. Of course, he's been going for light machine guns and medics. So we'll see what he goes for next. Some Panzer Grenadiers could have. I mean, he's basically just down to 2 infantry squads, which is not what I'd call very recommendable. We got the 2-2 on there for Momo though, going for it again. They like to punch a Speerwagen. You know, Otto, yeah? Do you ever get the feeling like they're being watched? Like by that guy trying to hide behind the truck? What are you talking about? There's no guy. There is a guy. I think we need you to have you get to the doctor after this. But there's a guy. There is no guy hiding behind the truck. He's got a really big rifle. He's not got a big rifle. Shut up. Savage there being suppressed, pushed away. And going for the fuel again. I mean, Burmie's pretty much got Momo to an extent here, figured out how he defends the fuel pump, which is not at all. So he just keeps sending troops down there to harass and delay Momo's fuel income. We'll probably spot the sniper with this and they're not. There you go, sniper taking fire there from the 2-2. Quite a healthy peppering there of auto cannon and crouch machine fire. We got the Grenadiers, there's a welcome committee. See? I told you! Sevastvan! You shut up! Section there being repulsed though. Heavy damage as well there. Also means the eastern side has one for a moment secure that way. We got the AC almost ready here. Ooh, nice attempt there with the rifle grenade. Nice attempt. Got the Pioneer sneaking up. Second that's going to pull in. That's going to make it difficult for Momo to grab the fuel point. Meaning again, Burmie's pulling at both. And we got here Vanguard operation for Burmie. Commandos, officers, other fun things that could very well be what Burmie's planning here. Got the AC Mark III arriving there though for Burmie, the Commonwealth and the 51st Infantry Division. As the 107th Panzer Brigade disrupts the lines of communication and supply. And there you go, sniper moving up here. Flamethrower up there to help rush the position if necessary. Third gunner got there for Momo, bringing up to the, I would say again, recommendable minimum of 3. It's very interesting to note that Burmie is not really... Oh, he's actually just bolted the section there. I was about to say he hasn't done it. They're all gone for Vickers, which is definitely quite, shall we say, regular when you compare to how most British players play. There you go. South moving some east, be careful. There they go, so we got the AC moving in as well. Could have a good chance here. We got the pack moving up, but even then the AC should have a good chance of getting a wipe. Because the pack's going to be a bit too slow here. he could have popped smoke and just continued for the reasons. He might have decided he rather wants to pack 40 instead of something else, or there's something, I know, might be in a misclick of some weird sort there from Burmie. Either way, Sniper gets away though with a tiny sliver of health there. He's going to need quite a few stitches. Back at the medical post there. Section here finding out the guy unfortunately needs to set up. Actually, needs to get out of there. It's too easy to target for all these sections in cover. It's probably got. Oh, there we go, got one. He doesn't activate grenades, he can't actually deal with it, so that actually worked out there for Momo, though I would say it's a bit close. Pack pushing back the AC, Sappers falling back, there's always some casualties. Troops being suppressed, pinned to the ground like insects. As the MB42 unleashes hellish burst after hellish burst upon the Huns. On the Tommies, I mean. So that worked out nicely, I think, there for Momo, though a bit risky. We got taken up there for Momo, trying to pull ahead despite everything. As for Burmie, he does have the resource, but he's not going for it. In fact, he's going for more sappers. No attempt here to see a forward logistics glider to call in some commandos to land in the Huns' backyard and shoot them to bits and step on their petunias. Take over there for Burmie. He might try and pull out for some fast medium armor there versus his German opponent. As Momo on the 107th Panther Brigade advances and secures. Got disruptor play there, I think, from Momo. Certainly pushed back Burmie a bit there and ensured he didn't get completely overrun. Though he's, I think, still rather lucky that for some reason Burmie decided not just to pop smoke and then finish off the sniper. Again, there must be something there again that Burmie had in mind they just didn't think about. And again, that's also the thing about commentating. You sadly can't read the player's mind. You can speculate on their mindset, you can sort of try and guess their intentions, but ultimately, unless it's directly telling you what they're thinking there, you know, it's ultimately all speculation. Oh wait, we got the company command post up there for Burmie. Nothing out of his doctrine, though he could use radar operation here with the AC to rapidly seize a lot of territory. It's a very potent ability that way, to be honest. And I do think actually underestimated by a lot of Brits, but then again, so was Commander, and suddenly got a lot more popular after Armstrong showed them the way, so who knows. 2-2 been engaged by the AC, the closing veterans 1. Grenadiers carrying the fuel upon their troops advancing for the Commonwealth. And there we go, almost got the troop with the AC, almost got it. Oh, missed! Missed! Back 40 moving up, but missed again! Robert, learn to hit, damn it. And there you go, taking out the 2-2-2. Great hit from the Pack 40, they're on the AC, smoke screen pop this time around. But Momo4sho looks to be in a stronger map control position here versus Burmie at the moment. And there we go, we got telemines being laid down, hidden amongst the grass. Yeah, we're leaving a little present for the Englishmen. Ho ho ho. What if they're Canadian? Just shut up, Carl. More pioneers in there for Momo. Probably help with repairs, but also imagine minesweepers. He's probably starting to think about his opponent laying down mines. Now he's begun laying down mines, so going for a minesweeper there would certainly not be a bad idea. Plus, of course, long term, it has the added benefit of being able to repair his armor. Plus, in this case, 2 pioneer squads built to support armor corps much faster than a single pioneer squad. Much faster. So that also has advantages. I mean, obviously it does need to rush the support armor corps, but it basically frees up the pioneers faster. North Econ is finding a fight on their own with a light machine gun, hold up against the Tommies. AC also moving in, and we got more troops converging on the point, and there they will need to retreat soon, or they risk annihilation. Momo following up here, the second M4 to help contain the British infantry. Checking about here with minesweepers. In fact, he's gone for 2 minesweepers. Obviously, can't get his sappers anything else except guns. And so for Burmie, it's not considering getting his men guns. He seems to be a bit disgusted by the thought. And there you go, minesweepers turn out to be rightly timed as he just as hits, he spots a mine with it. North, we got Gunners fighting against the section here. Light machine guns versus Lee Enfield Rifles. The Gunners definitely have the advantage here. Burmie should probably consider some weapon racks to upgrade his own sections with light machine guns here versus, I think, Momo's troops.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
So Paul McCrop going to be a bit rather from calling in some army. Could go for a fast Stuke here versus Burmie, but Momo might feel that's not necessarily, rather push for a fast, say, Panzer IV. There you go, some poor bastard got shot on retreat. And we got telemines down here from Momo4sho, checking up his pass, but he's not really doing anything about this. You probably should consider some S-mines to guard against these kind of harassment moves from Burmie, at least make them harder to achieve.
Mark 3, waiting for orders.
Will he go for raid operation here? Will he just wait for someone to do the job? Looks like Burmie's just going to wait. Going for a 4th section here, still no weapon racks. And while he has chosen, of course, a doctrine, he's not really doing anything with it.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
So it's a bit harder there to decipher exactly what Burmie's strategy is at the moment. But there you go, 4 sections, 2 sappers. In the far west section dug in by the fuel pump, reconnecting that as well. And we got the AC moving up. 2 kills halfway to Veteran 2. Pack 40 is nearby though. And a slightly bigger problem for Burmie, of course, is Momo can soon call in the Panzer IV to support the 107th Panzer Brigade. Which is a fun fact, we've not actually had access to Panzer IVs, at least not initially, since the initial sort of Panzer Brigades, say the first series as they're known, I think roughly 1 to 110, were basically equipped with Panthers and Yak Panzers. Like they're sort of, in that sense, finely equipped, but the men were actually poorly trained. Snipers are landing off some kills. 17 there. Veteran T2. Very good, very good. Gunners actually been flanked pretty aggressive. They go roughing up against a section. Tried to bait them out to the open. Hit them as they exit the door. Clever attempt there by Momo, but only works if your opponent's actually paying attention. But there he goes. Going to get a Wakanda wipe. And no light machine guns there though for Burmie to pick up and turn against Momo. Was quick to replace the Grenadiers. Panzer IV almost done. And right now Burmie's in the situation. He's only got a single armoured car tag to stop it, which is actually pretty great for Momo. I mean, the less counters this is Panzer IV, the better and the stronger impact it's going to have. So this is a bit of a situation there for Burmie. Oh, Telemine went off. He's in fact now got no counters to the Panzer IV. Because the one counter he did have just got blown to bits, and even I think took some section members with it. So too close. Is some nasty stuff there. Great mine though for Momo. Great mine. Panzer IV, they just can't seem to hit. Mine spotted. There you go. Quick move for a 6-pounder gun in the chrome lot here for Burmie. Section repulsive. Panzer IV sniper grenadiers all nearby. Ready to ruin those section members' day. Momo though continues not to be with the doctor who's slowly approaching the 20-minute mark, which can certainly indicate he's going to end up, I think, with the Lightning War, since, well, it's got a Tiger tank and some other late game abilities. Which usually is what most players end up with. They don't choose a doctrine in the first 20 minutes. They usually end up in the doctrine with whatever has the biggest tank they can call in.
Cromwell gun tank ready for action.
So that's a little rule of thumb you can write yourself into your mind. You haven't seen any sort of indicating, doctrinal choice for your opponent at all. They're likely just going to choose one that has a Tiger tank or Crocodile, whatever big tank they can get doctrinally, and throw it at you. Cromwell engaging Grenadiers, tearing into them with all might and glee. The pairs here, sniper hiding out there in the east, troops moving up slowly, sappers moving in there as well. Cromwell engaging in the west, need to be careful though. Spotted the mine, but he's laying down his own mines instead. Alright chaps, get down those mines quick, and then we clear out those mines over there. Aren't those ours? No, why would you think that? Well, they don't have Heil Hitler written on them. Why would they have that? Well, how can they always tell them apart? That's not how... They lay down their own mines. They bloody well know how they look. You don't? Oh. Idiot. Section they're finding out Grenadiers under fire. Half the Grenadier squad gone here to a mighty hit from the Cromwell. And they're going folding up in the sappers, suppress them a bit. The eastern side has been secured once more by Burmie and the 51st Infantry Division. He's still flying a lot of ammunitions. I mean, he might of course plan just to unleash hell here with strafing support, but I do think, some Bren guns here would really aid Burmie versus Momo4sho. And there you go, we got Panzer Grenadier for Momo4sho, for Deutschland. Following up with the Stuke 3G, very good choice there. Excellent choice for excellent players. And even less than excellent players. Second, they're getting shot to bits by the light machine gun wielding grenadiers, sadly lacking their own Bren guns. They can't quite respond with the same level of force as the Germans. Bad spot to be in, no grenades, nothing to really fit in the MD-42 with. Cromley immediately taking fire from the Panzer IV. We got grenadiers, pioneers moving up as well, Pack 4 supporting as well. Section, they're doing what they can, but they're getting rifle grenaded. Nasty hit, almost takes out the entire squad. And that machine gun's probably made it harder there for just to get beeline by Momo. Sabs are taking losses, need to retreat as well, needs to retreat. Burmie's so extending, he's trying to do too much at the same time, and the casualties are going to be horrendous. There we go, wiped, and the 6-pounder crew got wiped as well. Pretty bad news there for Burmie. Now we can see that Momo's going to try and take out the 6-pounder gun, except his pack crew apparently is drunk. There we go. Third time's the charm when you had 3 bottles of schnapps before afternoon. Stuke trying to flank up against hits a mine. Really bad there for Momo. I can understand why he did it. It was a bit of a rush move there, but in this case, got punished pretty aggressively. Hit a mine. Got mine in there by Burmie as well. And that's going to be that. Stuke down. Quite lost there for Momo. That is just 280 manpower, 90 fuel down the drain. Troops sitting reinforcing, still no weapon rack, still a lot of munition being floated, and overall, still no sign of Burmie using his doctrine at all. Following up with sappers to assist with repairs, very good.
We're losing a capture point.
Repairing, healing, stuff. Cromwell moving up for some repairs, obviously. Fixing up the 6-pounder gun. A lot of light machine guns. Generally, though, the infantry was well equipped as if though they were in a Panzer division. Usually they have a lot of light machine guns, or they actually have a lot of assault rifles. In fact, Panzer Brigade was still the first units where there'd sort of be large mass organizations of assault rifles for the units inside them, if they could get them, of course. At least that's how it's supposed to be in paper. Creating these sort of Sturm units, assault units. So a little fun fact there as well. And there you go, 22 minutes in the game. He does go for lightning walk. It was pretty much to be expected. I mean, there's not really many other paths that Burmie could go for, or Momo could go for in that sense. Does of course also offer relief infantry, which in the longer game can offer some relief for any sort of severe casualties. G43s, though it does need those. Tactical movement, of course. Air support, and of course finally the Tiger tank. And the faster we get the Panzer IV there, doing some nasty damage. Section bit the dust there for Burmie. He needs to work better on unit preservation. I do feel like again he needs to get some guns up somehow. I feel like his sections there just a bit too undergunned. Good hit in the Panzer IV, 6-pounder gun just hammers away. And here we got Grenadiers almost being wound up with the section. Almost, but not quite. Oh, rifle grenade off. And Jeremy gets blasted to bits as he takes a direct hit. Forced retreat there. Need to grab that fuel pump. We got S-mines down there for Momo4sho to make it harder there for Burmie to move about it. Now the head-on attack to dug in machine gun. Not necessarily the best move there by Burmie. Not the best move. It does seem like he just wants to use the nations on strafing support, which can, have his advantage correctly done, but at the same time, I really think you've benefited from a lot of Bren guns just, cut down the German infantry with it several times throughout this match. It also looks like Burmie's now setting up here for the Crocodile. Ooh, 6-pounder gun got wiped again. Definitely less good there for Burmie, but since he got destroyed, he's going for a replacement one. But still a bit dangerous here. Thankfully, Momo4sho is not pushing a severe arm advantage against him, in particular because he lost his stick pretty fast. So that's a small relief there for Burmie and the 51st Division in the west. Here we got Sappers versus Grenadiers. Nice load up. The Sappers won't really stand much of a chance. We got mortar fire out here for Momo, bringing up a bit of artillery. In fact, the Panzer Brigades primarily had mortars as artillery. In fact, usually half-track ones. And a few Stukas of Fuss. Fun fact. Got the Panzer IV moving in, getting hit the Saps out in the open, blasting in machine guns and main gun. Veterans who won, gained second Panzer IV there for Momo. The double Panzer IVs could create fertile ground there for a Crocodile to really deal a lot of damage, because the Panzer IVs do not have the penetration to reliably deal the Crocodile. Not really any serious rate of fire, so a Crocodile here certainly becomes a better choice for Burmie in that regard. Plus, there's only one pack for it. If it just rushes that, takes it out, the Panzer IVs are going to have a really hard time, particularly then supports the Crocodile well with this Cromwell and his 6-pounder gun. It's going to be quite a tough nut to crack for Momo. Quite a tough nut to crack, as the Crocodile can take a heap of abuse. More abuse than any other tank in the game. It just has so much health, which makes it, well, pretty difficult to kill. Plus, its ability to murder a lot of stuff makes it really nasty in that regard as well. So Burmie's clearly got something set out, though I still feel like he should go for some Bren guns. I think Bren guns, like a pair of them on a section, could do a ton of damage to Momo, and so you can also level the playing field there with all these light machine guns out. But there you go, stable support called in. Could lose the Panzer IV here, middle of the open. There we go. Panzer IV down. Didn't. Oh, we did get the Cromwell though, but still not good there for Momo. Taking up again. We know there's a Crocodile inbound. And with this, Momo should also be aware that, oh, scheisse, there's a Crocodile inbound. And he's now got one Panzer I, one Pack 40 to stop a Crocodile. Good luck. More rocket fire. It's not P-47, it's Hawker Typhoons, obviously. British fighter bombers. You got relief in from Momo to help absorb some of these losses, some of all of this damage. Coming the rear lines for CoH2 to take up the front line positions. And there you go. Crocodile arrives here for Burmie. The beast has arrived. So there you go, rolling ahead at lumbering speed. Doing a lot of damage to the Pioneers as rapidly as possible. And we could see a wipe there with a bit of bad luck there for Momo. Of course, he would then get some Ostrom in return. There you go, one Ostrom squad arrives, but the Pioneers bit the just second pack 40 out for Momo. He's got no real other options. Stuke's too far off, and he's going to eat more than one pack in a Panzer IV. Team just slow down the Crocodile. He can do a ton of damage. I wonder, they actually removed the fact it has two flamethrowers. I mean, they actually did it in the previous patch, at least they pretty much told us. It has an actual flamethrower that has an invisible flame, allowing you to do a ton of flame damage. But there you go, just burning away, the pack just being enveloped in pure hell, made manifest, and the mortar crews the next here to suffer. 10 kills away, and the Crocodile, it's barely suffered any damage. There you go, Panzer IV could very well be the next target of the Crocodile's wrath. It's just cutting its way there through Momo's forces like a hot knife through butter. Very hot knife. But no, it gets Panzer Fausted, saving here, I think, the Panzer IV. Even then, 14 kills already. Close veteran one. More hits there. Up north, northwest points have been secured. Pack they're destroyed, leaving him again with only one pack and a Panzer IV to stop the Crocodile. We can see Momo there's desperately going for the Stuke. Got infantry rushing ahead. They're using tactical movement to boost them ahead here. Probably to press the anti-tank gun and remove the amount of support here that Burmie can muster for Crocodile. Now the Panzer first here. Mounts being laid down. Really just desperate trying to get out of there. Good lord, we have to get out of here fast. It's basically a self-propelled fuel tank. If it catches any more hits, we're gonna explode. But there you go, Stu 3G out here for Momo. Going here for the Crocodile. Shoots, bounces. And then we got here self-repairs going on there, crew repair specifically, which allows the Krog to take, of course, even more hits as he gets repaired, and it gets repaired really fast now. He's trying to penetrate with the Stuke, but it's going to take a bit of while there and a bit of luck. Hits the section instead as it retreats. Almost wiping the section, in fact, which is kind of impressive. The second shot, they also lands next to it. You should adjust the aim of it, I think. There we go, penetrating hit. Machine gun out there to the Stuke, very good, very good. There we go, several hits on the Crocodile, but it just keeps getting repaired, and it keeps getting repaired fast. Still getting a bit too close here. And there you go, direct hit from the Chronos. We got a Panther moving, crocodile, but they got a Panther moving in it, going for the crocodile. Needs to be careful though. Again, the crocodile can absorb ungodly amounts of pain there from the enemy. Second, they're trying to flank behind, getting the mortars away there. Double MB42s to the rescue. You can see in the center, Momo's falling back in the face of the crocodile's onslaught. Almost losing the Panther 4 again here. Pack 40 Grenadiers bunching up pretty closely against the crocodile. Could risk getting burned away there. Grenadiers already enveloped in an inferno of British making. And there you go, the Pack 40 shoots, but it's getting burned up as well there. And there you go, Pack wiped, and that means he's now down to the Stu Kip versus the crocodile. He also got a light machine gun drop. Almost losing the Stu Kip, pretty close there. Once more repairs being enacted, but that crocodile has done a ton of damage. Also importantly, he's drawn a ton of it in, because that's what he's really good at as a sponge. And more importantly, he's just drawn away Momo's attention to the center, allowing Burmie to really just hold the rest of the map easily. It's like the crocodile, he just serves so many purposes within Burmie's force composition, and it just really draws in a lot there for Momo because of that. So it's a really strong unit in many ways. And it's only one of the units I hate facing the most in the game, simply because it can soak up so much damage. Anyways, Panther 4 being fixed up. Stuke is going to need repairs, and Momo's going to need more than one Stuke. And it's not getting easy with the double anti-tank that's been acted and reasonably well counter the Stukes, unless Burmie pushes the crocodile too far ahead, or Momo somehow manages to clear them out. Note, by the way, he's lost all of his Grenadiers except for the Ostrom, and they're about to get wiped as well. He probably should pop some more relief infantry, because that's only going to make it easier for them to hold most of the maps. Right now, Momo's actually in a pretty sick situation, largely thanks to the crocodile. And there you go, Ostrom wipes. He's down to pioneers and sniping machine guns and mortars, plus a Momo, but he's got no infantry. Burmie there following up with a Centaur anti-aircraft tank. Very sticky situation. And we got another Stuke on the way there for a moment, but still, infantry is very much lacking. Crocodile there with 33 kills, and again, veterans too. There is a lot of pain that has been dealt out there to the enemy. Crocodile there heading westwards. Sniper shooting at it. Damn, I thought it would work. But alas, while I'm a great marksman, I'm not that great. Shots there, bouncing off the Churchill's thick hide. More bounces there. It just all bounces off the crocodile. Misses. Second Stuke out there for Momo. We got another bit of relief infantry here. Momo, of course, quite aware he needs infantry, and of course, Nisgard going for relief infantry last, fire a bit, then of course get Ostrom back as infantry. So at least that way, somewhat man the lines. There we go. Ostrom squad out. 6 pound guys, we got mortar fire raining down. Stukes need to be very careful here, and so does the Panther 4. One wrong move and the anti-tanks can very quickly just focus them down. Another strafing support here available for Burmie. It looks like Momo's only going to get one Ostrom squad out of the relief infantry. A bit unfortunate for him. Got the crocodile advancing down to the line of the Stukes. Panther force up, but there we go. Strafing support called into the midst of Momo's defences, making it harder here for the Stukes and Panther to arrive. Mortar fire around the section, anti-tank guns lining up in the Stukes. Machine gun wipe. Heavy aircraft fire there, taking down the Ostrom. At least Momo's one. Now it goes. Stuke main gun out. Down it goes, Panther 4, there we go, Vector 2 on the Stuke, almost got this crocodile. Smoke pop there, and he gets the crocodile. That was damn close. That was Burmie, I think, getting too overconfident. And Momo4sho punishing him there pretty hard with the double Stukes on the Panther 4, plus a bit of luck. But still, even then, the damage still ends up being heavy hit on Momo. And there he goes, strafing support, rises into the base there. Almost taking out the Stuke and the Panther 4. Burmie, really I think should use his resources a bit more efficiently to infantry, and apart from which suggest maybe gliders to call in some commandos. We'll have to see if he tries to play for another crocodile. That'd be pretty ambitious of what he does. Stu or Panther being repaired first. Stu though is certainly also need repairs. Veterinary 2 then close to being halfway to Veterinary 3 as well. Not bad at all for the little Sturmgeschütz. Not bad at all. Before to defend the remaining victory point in control of the 107th Panther Brigade as the 51st Infantry continues to suffer losses. And what is this? A munitions cache at this stage of the game for Burmie. Seems like he's really banking a lot here in strafing support to being the tide turner now for him. Not entirely sure if that's going to work out fully here for Burmie, but it'll be interesting to see if it does, and how much so if it does actually. Points there being secured, points there being secured. And we got hammer tactics. Is he actually planning comets now? That would be very interesting there for Burmie. That would be very interesting for Burmie. He also could have considered, I think, supporting the crocodile with some armor like a Cromwell, but I guess that never came about. Big push being prepared into the west, taking advantage of Burmie generally tending to be weak over here. Or Momo, I mean, being weak over there, though he does have a machine gun this time around. Osman with it for Momo. Mine hit there, poor Franz. And Fritz paid with their lives. Trying to get past here, but the MB42 is in the way. We got armor moving up here. 6-pounder got to be able to defeat that, or at least pulse it, and there you go. A light machine gun fire there from the section with the German MB42. Oh, the tank is out in the open. That's a bad move here by Momo, and the section should be able to wipe it here with the LMG42 and the Veteran 3 bonus, and there you go. Down it goes. Panzer 4 gets blown apart as well here. 2 significant losses for Momo in a matter of moments. I mean, Burmie is a bit on the rope here, but those 2 losses there is definitely giving, I think, Burmie a chance to get back into the fight versus Momo. Mine goes off with further stalling the German advance here. The section they need to get into go to get further bonus, but still, even then, the section with the light machine gun of Vetsi 3 is really potent. Comet cancel. Looks like Burmie's going to aim for another Cromwell. Not Cromwell, but Crocodile. No, goes for the Centaur now? That seems weird. And there Gosford flanking from the south, going in for the machine gun by the field point. And he's moving up with G43s. Okay, healing reinforcement, and he now goes for a regular Cromwell. He doesn't go for a Comet, but just goes for a Cromwell. That's curious. And they're trying to catch the section with the sniper with the section. He's got gammon bombs up. Actors to the course there, but it's going to be a bit tricky catching the Stug with that. Still trying to do his part for the far end. Oh, there we go. Gammon bomb off on the mortar. Ah! Wiping it entirely, destroying Momo's artillery. That's another wipe here for Momo in a matter of moments.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Burmie seems to clawing his way back once more. And Momo is quite some time away from going for any tigers. Sniper number 2 for Momo. He's going for more snipers now. That's certainly something else. There you go, straight into the Stug here with the Cromwell. Need to be careful though. Need to fall back with the Cromwell. And thing to keep in mind is the Stug actually has a decrease in reload speed at Vetri 2. And while initially before nerf it was actually not that big, once the reload time becomes bigger, the bonus from Vetri 2 actually becomes big as well, meaning the Stug of Vetri 2 actually becomes significantly more lethal. Right here though, double 6-pounder guns easily took it out here. Momo lingered for too long. All the way though, he got the Cromwell, and then the Stug would say did quite well there for itself, and just denying Burmie any arm at this stage of the game is pretty good. Another Cromwell there for Burmie. More crocodiles is definitely out of the way, but so is the Comet. Back here we got reinforcement here, need to push ahead. I'm still I think a bit sad here that Burmie never just went for light machine guns. Sniper slowly approaching there for Momo. Six-pounder gun ready to deal with the Osman. Grenadiers are trying to deal with the 6-pounder gun. Less than 100 points left here for Burmie, and the machine gun there close to getting wiped out. pushed it too far ahead. There we go. Whacked here by Momo's plucky grenadiers.
Been lost to enemy action.
Another Stuke there for Momo. He knows what works. He knows what works. Sturmgeschützwerks. Oh!
Infantry section wiped out.
A what? They're from the double snipers. Caught Burmie off guard there. Oh, Sapper's being lost as well here. He's just reacting too slowly here. I mean, usually you do not see double snipers this late into the game, but Momo just went for it, and he's just completely wreaking havoc there. And Burmie just wiped essentially 3 units in a row with the double snipers. Like, he's just completely flawed Burmie. It's definitely a very sneaky move there by Momo. I mean, double snipers this late into the game is almost unheard of, at least in my experience. And certainly not the way that Momo4sho did it. I mean, normally someone who wants to go for double snipers go for it early on, but he never went there. He just went for it late into the game. Cromwell is starting the situation. We've got the Stuke moving in here. Burmie, I think, is starting to get a bit reckless, a bit too aggressive. Maybe got tilted out of the way, though he's making some big, bold, aggressive plays, but he's also suffering for it. He is Momo punishing for them. Oh, Stuke misses at that range. That's not good. And down it goes in the end, though. Stuke claims another for Deutschland.
Out a Cromwell tank.
More sections up for Burmese. He's really short on them, grabbing victory points left and right. But he's not got a lot of options for armor. He's not getting a lot of fuel. And he's also bleeding out infantry. In this regard, the munitions cache didn't help out. He probably would have done better with the fuel cache and one sooner, to be honest.
Crew has been lost to enemy action.
Machine gun wipe again.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
45, 4 kills. So what is Burmie's plan now here versus Momo4sho? Because Momo is looking pretty strong at the moment.
Trying to take one of our points.
Like whatever chance here Burmie once had seems to have largely slipped through his fingers. Like very fine sand. Section versus Ostrom. The Ostrom getting absolutely gutted. There you go, got light machine gun section just doing horrific damage there to Momo's troops. And there you go, wiping his Ostrom squad. No mercy. Air support here in the east. Going for the Stuke, going for the Stuke. And there you go, Section 5 versus Parnesi in the west. Doing what they can with the light machine gun. That is quite a bit. More sections up for Burmie and the 50,000. There we go, we've got relief infantry out here for Momo4sho to help absorb some of the losses. Pioneers bit the dust. 27 kills, 28 kills. I mean, eventually 3 sections bolted with a machine gun is really potent. So again, why Burmie never went for Bren guns is a bit beyond me. And we got another section on the way there for Burmie, almost done.
Infantry section is ready for battle.
And Momo's Panzerkampfwagen is almost gefechtsbereit. There we go, in fact it arrived just as I say it's almost ready. It is ready. Silly Dane. More sabers out for Burmie.
Point is being overrun.
No relief infantry from this time around. There you go, Panzer IV barging through the terrain, going straight for the section here. Successfully pushing them back with support from the double snipers. Yup, misses.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
Actually landed a hit on retreating grenadiers. That was a bit close there. Imagine would have gotten a double hit. That'd been pretty lucky there for Momo. Pretty bad for Burmie. So what is Burmie planning? I mean, I was imagining his victory versus all of this armor and the double snipers, which are going to be pretty difficult to counter at this stage of the match with what he's got. Stuke, Panzer IV moving in. No penalty machine for the Stuke this amount. More grenadiers for Momo. And Burmie now going for center. Going to try and focus on the infantry, maybe try and catch the snipers with that. Pretty ambitious, I would say. this stage by Burmie. But again, having gone for the missions rather than the fuel cache, I suppose there's not much else left for him to do. Six panel guns rolling back here. Still just waiting for something to happen.
We've 75 points remaining.
7 kills, 48. Total of 55 kills on both snipers. 6 panel guns falling back. Victory points all secured here by Deutschland, by the 107th Panzer Brigade. Western point being secured. And there we go. We got the centre out here for Burmie. Which is a bit, in some ways, also a bit funny to consider because he's the one that's been calling in all of the air support, whereas Momo's been calling in none. Yet it's Burmie that ends up with the anti-aircraft.
We're losing a capture point.
Infantry, Santan 6 pound coming on the centre, converging there, and we got relief infantry once more from Momo. He's making good use of that ability for sure. Or for sure, ha ha ha. Two they're engaging them, machine gun supporting, need to cover the centre. But hits there from the Stug, and there you go, good hit from the 6 pounder gun in return. Far west of we got Gunnage Prime with the Sap first with machine gun support as well there. 36 points left here for Burmie. Centre moving, but there goes straight to the Panzer IV, waiting. Unit wiped out here, casualties piling up for Burmie, and the 51st Infantry Division snipers pulling up here. 10 and 49 kills. Not a single loss from here, make ready for Momo, it would seem so far. Almost got the 6 pounder gun, there you go. Gun is down, gun crew is down. Centre moving up with heavy damage, going for the snipers. Could he get a wipe here? Almost, but once more that sniper has the devil's own luck and gets away. There you go, Awesome squad arrives to them before 2 got wiped. Centre's main gun's out thanks to the Stug. In the far east we got Panzer IV being pursued by 6 pounder guns. Sappers die, trying to grab that victory point. Down to 18 here versus Momo's 151. Grenadiers here taking heavy damage from the section. 34 kills. That is some heavy damage from that infantry section. That is some very heavy damage. In the east, Grenadiers advancing for Germany. Alright, Rudolf, I want you to clear out all of these Tommies. Schnell. I said schnell, Tommy. Ha. Your name is Tommy and we're murdering Tommies. Ja, I'm aware. Stop making fun of it. Section wipe. Looks like it's GG here for Burmie. I do not see him winning this anymore. Okay. 8 points left. 7 points left. 6 points left. 5. Looks like Burmie's going to pull it down to the very bitter end. 3. Is about 67 kills. 2, 1, and GG. Game over. Loss here for King and Country, the Commonwealth. The 51st Division had to fall back here with heavy losses as the 107th Panzer Brigade pursued them aggressively here, supported by elements of different infantry divisions and maybe another Panzer Division. A vicious counterattack here, orchestrated by Hauptmann Momo4sho. Certainly highlighting the power of the Stug, but I also think, Burmie did some things well, but I think he put too much into the strafing support, failed to upgrade his sections or sappers with guns, which I think would have done a lot better here versus Momo4sho in the longer term. But also, failing to get adequate support out there for Crocodile, but also just extending it. That move straight to the double Stugs, I think, was Burmie just getting overconfident after all the damage he'd done. I think he underestimated just what Momo could do with a pair of Stugs, really, and he just got completely destroyed, at which point things really fell apart for Burmie because it was still a massive resource investment, and once that investment imploded, like Burmie didn't have a lot of choices left, whereas Momo4sho could just sort of pull in there more easily. So I think there were some issues there with Burmie with the strategy long term. Like Momo, I think they were able to execute a better strategy than longer term, that way defeat Burmie. But it was certainly close at times there, and certainly had some interesting moments. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Links in the video description. If you'd like me to do consider donating or pledging on Patreon. That way support the Propagandacast. Allow me to keep doing this for 1,000 years. This is Imperial Dane signing off. You're all a wonderful audience. I'll be back tomorrow with another exciting video. Cheers, everybody.